Hey AD, I'm Demi Lovato. Welcome to my home.
Today we are reading singer, songwriter, musician, and another former Disney Channel star from Albuquerque, New Mexico, Demi Lovato's $7 million home in Studio City, Los Angeles, featured on Architectural Digest.
For this house, I wanted to make each room very special and different from the next. When curating the collection of art for this house, I wanted to highlight emerging artists.
From just that little montage that played a second ago and now peeking into this room, I already know I'm going to hate this house. I don't like the wallpaper, I don't like the lighting, this rug, this couch, even these drapes. It's all so tacky, so cheap. I'm sure all the Demi stands are going to be pissed, but it's not personal. This is just some of the worst decor we've ever seen on AD. Let's see, the wood floors are nice, so at least we've got that. I'll try to find some more positives as we go along here.
It's a soft touch to the rest of the room. Literally, the purpose of this room is just to give it that wow factor when people walk into the house. I literally spend no time in here.
They'll definitely be wowed. That's for sure.
This is my pup area. This is where they go to the bathroom, they spend their time, this is where they eat their food.
I like it. I like how the turf's framed by the pavers, and then you've got these tall hedges providing more color and separation from the neighbor as opposed to your traditional wood picket fence. So, see, I told you I'd find some positives here.
This is where I get ready.
This reminds me a lot of Cara Delevingne's house, except Cara bought this 1940s English estate. I think it was in the Holmby. Might have been Beverly Hills. Anyways, that's not important. She buys this house with all this original character and then brings on Niccolo Benni to turn it into an Alice in Wonderland, meets Hugh Hefner, meets the Mad Hatter. I mean, it sounds insane if you haven't seen it, but it actually worked. And why it worked was they kept a ton of the original detail and then worked in the Gucci wallpapers, the high gloss lacquer paints, the velvet poker room, the ball pit. Yeah, she had a legit Chuck E. Cheese ball pit in her house. Now, let's compare that to this. This is a new construction home. I have no issue with new construction homes. I've been building and selling them for a decade. But if you want to pull off this look, you need vintage details, you need history, you need lots and lots of charm. You can't take a stark modern house without any of those elements and create anything other than a tacky-looking house. Maybe everyone's going to disagree. I don't know. I think it's one of the worst. I think it's one of the worst we've ever seen.
That was me and my spaceship. That's what I call it, because it's just really futuristic and fun. One of my favorite rooms is up here, and I want to show you what I call my shroom room.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so not much for me to add that I haven't already said. For those of you who enjoyed this house, I'm sure you'll love this. For the rest of us, don't know what to tell you. I guess when you got a $40 million net worth, this is what you get to do, but since you made it this far in the video, I might as well tell you an insane story about Demi Lovato's last home she owned. So before this home, Demi paid about $8 million for a home in the Hollywood Hills, like right above the Chateau Marmont, if you're familiar with LA. Basically, a week or so after buying the property, there's this awful rainstorm. It's so bad that all these mudslides start happening. Well, the neighbor's home above her gets washed down the hill. It almost takes Demi's house out with it. Her driveway is completely decimated. Finally, the storm settles down. The city comes out to assess the damage, and they're like, yeah, so your home here, it's unlivable. And by the way, the entire hillside's unsafe, but you just hang tight for a sec. They then come back out, take a second look, and decide, you know, after thinking about it, we decided the hill's actually pretty safe. And your house, well, it shouldn't fall down to the massive ravine below. You're good to move on back in. All right, so that happens in 2016. And then in 2018, she's found in the same home, overdosed on oxy. Thank God Demi survived. But after that, decides mudslides, ODs, near-death experiences, time to put this baby on the market. What I find crazy is the house ends up selling for over $8 million. After all that happened, I don't understand who in the world would buy that house after all that happening. Would you buy it? I wouldn't. No way. Not a chance. Not a chance.
My favorite part of the backyard is actually my squirrels that I feed, and they're right here. That's Teddy, and that's also Teddy. I named them all Teddy because I can't tell the difference.
All right, I'm ready to score this house. This will definitely be one of the most memorable homes we ever reviewed. Unfortunately for me, not in a good way. I still don't get this phenomenon we've been seeing with celebrities who buy these new construction homes and then completely change them. Just build exactly what you want from scratch. I don't get it. Anyways, I didn't care for anything inside. I did like the dog area. This backyard is also nice, so let's go with this was rough, 4.5. 4.5 stars of the score. Bring on the hate. I know it's coming, nothing personal. Again, go watch the other reviews. You'll see this doesn't stack up to the competition. That's a wrap. Hit the like, subscribe. I will see you on the next video.
You gotta go home,
Bye.
but you gotta get the hell out of here.